Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Quasimorph. In the last part, we got to show off the Phoenix Brigade for a good mission for, I think, the first time, and that went pretty damn well. I think I'm pretty happy with the combo we have going for her. Yeah, Mirza Aishatu. The Flash MG76 is a backup, along with the Omega 2. That was pretty good. I think this one could use a little bit more tweaking, and of course, we're going to need to start getting some high techs for that. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And we also got over on Priya, Angel of Spades. I'm not going to curse her with the Tunnel Rat again. I do think that one, again, is a class that needs a little bit of class modding before it's really good for where we're at in the game. But I did want to try something a little bit different with the Angel of Spades, because in the most recent parts, we have discovered the power of carrying in a solid backup weapon. And one of the main issues with the Angel of Spades is it's a straight up sniper, so you don't really have that good of close quarters capability. So I'm going to try bringing on a Torment MAF. She's not going to get any buffs off of this as far as, you know, making this SMG really good. However, it's a solid weapon, it's a backup gun, so it's going to be boosting the crits on the sniper rifle, which isn't technically a sniper rifle because it doesn't have a scope, but that's fine. So I think it could do some decent work. And the mission I wanted to start off with, I was looking a little bit around before I started recording. Over on Havoc, there's a Delphi operation, 2000 power concentration on 2 floors, so it's not going to be an easy one. However, that is a very good reward. 3 skulls, I think, means that we should get something decent off their tech table, and they're already willing to give us tech 4. They're at tech 5 right now, and they do have some decent stuff here, and down here at tech 5, you can see right there, one of the judge arms. I would definitely like to get that, as well as figure out what this thing is. That looks pretty cool. I do think one of Dilthy's main issues is that their armor is kind of garbage. I think this stuff might be okay at tech 8. I think I might have seen this on Ship of Ghouls, if I'm not mistaken, but chances are we won't be getting to that anytime soon. So let's head on over to Havoc. I am also going to start trying to produce a lot of first aid kits to make sure that everyone can carry one out per mission, especially because we have been making a lot more use of Sorbent in this run. That's been pretty good for us. Oh, speaking of high-tech kits, we can make... Yeah, I can make a full stack of them. Let's do that. This will be espionage, so we need to break in, get a PCPU, and then get out. And against the church, I think a sniper will be okay. I'm a little bit sketched out by it, because I think they do have some decent range options. And again, like with any sniper build, if they get close and swarm, that could be an issue. But we might have a decent solution for that. Armor set's a little bit weird. I went People's Front on the head and chest. I went with some of those chitin pants we found, and some legend boots. So we should actually be pretty well set up against the fire and the plasma that these guys can bring. Then basic blunt I'm a little bit sketched out by, and Pierce isn't terrible. So I think this armor's okay. We're doing all right on armor, but we're still a little bit behind, I feel like, as far as the actual power goes. But that's just across the board in general. And the church already doesn't like us too much, so we should be fine to just keep driving that down. And I think a stack of each armor should do it. I did go Buffalo because we've been getting a lot of them. And I think the Curus might be a little bit of a better choice here because -2 AP is really good. That's going to knock the Torment down to 1 turn reload, or 1 AP reload, and that knocks the Frontier down to a sprint reload if we need to do it in 1 round of combat. I think she'll be able to keep up in the fight, and she does have the extra stack size, so she can carry out a little bit more loot, which is the main reason why I wanted on the Tunnel Rat. Again, I think the Tunnel Rat just needs a little bit of tweaking, and it'll be a really good class. So let's see if the class is cursed or she is. And by she being cursed, I mean I just suck at the game. Okay, to start off, the fields are barren, but there could be some water down here. This is a pretty decently sized area. A lot of close quarters. I'm glad we grabbed the submachine gun. Okay, if nothing else, we did get water out of here, so hooray. We'll throw away an entire kit of gear for some hydrogels. And I did just notice, yeah, the thing about the Frontier, it's not technically a sniper rifle, but it does have a rapid fire mode if we need it. And this thing is either single or burst. I'm gonna leave it in rapid fire because I'm probably gonna be spraying and praying with it when I use it. Goes to walking. How was that up? Oh, I probably clipped someone back here with blind shot. Probably the least blind shot I've ever done. But no, that might make sense here in a second. And follow up, what I can do. Okay, never mind. What I was gonna say is, oh yeah, we hit someone out here, actually. Yeah, one thing we can do, if we wait in stealth, yeah, we got precise shot, so probably not the right time to use that, but I did want to show it off. It is something I will try to use. Knife maker kit, not bad. Okay, first room clear. Yeah, 3-turn reload, not bad. Go ahead and grab the bone for now in case anyone has augments. Ooh, Quasimorph sensor. We needed 1 more of those. And do I want to grab another SR-78? I might as well. I will leave the fighter, though. I think we're fine. Okay, that's a little bit concerning. I try and sprint away to get over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Then walk and check. Okay, I think it's still fine. Now we sneak attack. Good sneak attack, you fucking dolt. Venusian Quasimorph, that will be fine. Go ahead and fall back. Let these two just deal with each other. I'm sure that'll be fine. Reload. Oh, they're scrapping all right. Congratulations. I do love Pierce Through. Okay, there was one down here. Go ahead and peek. Any second now. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if different classes have different stealth ranges, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 6 away. I feel like most characters can't see that far. And I don't see any bonus to stealth checks. That's interesting. Really need you to push this, buddy. What the hell just broke? I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, if we do this... I know you're still there, dude. Oh, wait. Is that going to be a turret? Someone might have set up a turret. There are scientists here. Well, I'm going to back off and reload. Yeah, you're not moving at all. Okay, hold on. I think we can go here safely. I'm going to go and walk just to be safe. Oh, no, you were just a, you're a paramedic who's enraged. Not enraged enough to do anything. Bye. All right, time to start looting. Hey, Rod, good start. We do have a decent amount of gasoline now. I will grab this one just because, but we might end up dropping that. Ooh, Archpriest Scorching Mace, here we go. Apparently you can throw this thing. I love that energy. And one thing to keep in mind about this character, because she does have that item capacity, we can kind of stock up on garbage right now, including, yeah, we can actually go up to, I think, 9 bandages, which is pretty damn nice. Or in the hallway, Nalazone and... Okay, drop the big bone for now. If we need to loot people, we'll find more. We'll carve people up later if we need to. Speaking of, okay, probably drop all the garbage I just said we should pick up immediately. We'll come back for seconds, and that is right in the doorway, so should be easy to remember. Okay, yeah, you're definitely coming for me. That's fine. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to just go around this area again. Extrembling, you cannot use, sadly. You do have a cold plate. I'm gonna drop that on the ground to make sure we don't dismember it. Or dismantle, disassemble. They all mean the same thing. The nice thing about this one is that its effective range is just 6, so you don't have to worry about the minimum and the maximum on this thing. Like the Bishop, I think its range is like 4 to 10, I believe. So I think if you're under that, they actually do get a penalty, which, you know, makes sense. You can't really hit someone point blank with a sniper rifle. Not effectively, at least. Painkillers, another chainmail. I think I will actually grab that chainmail and go ahead and eat some chicken. Well, good news and bad news. The thing is technically filled up if we want it to be. I feel like we can do a little bit better, though. Yeah, go ahead and grab the garbage for now so we can stack it all a bit more cleanly and figure out what we have. Also, very promising for this, we did immediately find backups for 9mm and 7.97, so if things work out, this could be a good class against the church going forward. Oh, you're gonna camp. That, you're waiting for reinforcements. Okay, stealth and shoot. Didn't get to pierce through that we needed, that's fine. Didn't get it that time either. You both have knives, so you two deal with that. Ooh, laceration, not great. Get to cover and go down to stealth and deal with that. Fight it out. Battle Royale. Congratulations, I win. Okay, maybe I don't win. Can I do the sneaky shot? Nope, because I'm gonna clip the wall. That makes it worse. Okay, try here. All right, that worked out. Sprint. Down to stealth. Ooh, Bay Vodka, which is good timing because it just went up to 300. Ooh, Gunbane. For 2 upgrades, that might be worth grabbing right away. And Starlock ADP. This is, I think, a couple levels down from the Ripper, but as we've seen, that thing really does rip. And this would honestly also have been a decent backup for this class, now that I think about it. How much more does it weigh? This thing only weighs 0.98? Holy crap. How's an SMG lighter than a pistol? And we'll grab it anyway. And some Venusian stuff if we want that. I think we're good. We did take on Teztclan last time, so we should be doing all right on that. Also, feel like I haven't seen that many, if any, augments on people. That could just be something we're dealing with against these guys. Oh, this one had a geoscanner, though. Hello. Precise shot and pocket artillery. Pocket artillery still at level 1. Precise shot is that one that I was working on. Yeah, let's just go ahead and boost you. So now we're getting extra 30% damage on all 797 shots. And if we can manage to skip a turn before shooting, we'll get a 70% extra range crit chance. I like the idea of this one. If I'm going to change this class, I think I might actually swap this out for something else. Maybe for like more AP or maybe a backup weapon. I don't know. It just feels so situational, and then like 95% of the time I use the thing, all it's doing is draining my hunger. Granted, it only costs 25. I think the level up might have helped with that. Yeah, I'm not super impressed by it, if I'm being honest. Very thematic, but not super useful. Also, we are almost out of food already. Yeah, we're down to 1. We do have the vodka, which I'll probably end up drinking, honestly, just to eat. Probably time for the final run back to the ship, and then I might just head straight for the elevator, which is right here, actually. Is there anything on the level worth grabbing? We were just saying we need food. 2 fields of cabbage. And I think I might be able to stack that up to 9 because I have my pack rat thing going. There is some water in a locker down here. I think I'm fine skipping that. And a bunch of lockers to boot. Oh, and a printer. Yeah, let's head back to the ship for now. I think we drew everyone to this one room, which weirdly enough was really good for the frontier. Not my favorite, but we did get some decent stuff out. Yeah, I think we'll leave it and push. Okay, apparently some struggling out here. They were probably fighting Quasimorphs. Don't assume it's all clear up here yet. There might have been some people a little too far away. Case in point. Wait. Okay, that's fine. Wait. Sprint check. Vibe check. Vibes are good. Oh yeah, up to 9 on the cabbage. Hooray. That would also be assuming that all of these are actually full, which they won't be. So we'll probably still get a pretty decent haul out. Hey, the first person I finally found with an augment all the way up here. What do you even have? Oh, you have a digger arm. Not one I actually care about anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Although we will take everyone's garbage for now because that printer might have something useful. Hey, a can of food. Honestly, worth coming over here just for that. Ooh, sneaky, sis. All right, I did the sneaky shot. He ran out of sight range. I'm gonna guess you're over here. Holy crap, we got it. There we go. We figured out how to use it. Hooray. This could... Please stop walking down. Yeah, this could be another one that we change, the perk cooldown, because I feel like we're not really using it. And again, it's very situational. It's fun when it pops off. It's, again, thematic, which I always like. But is it really beneficial? It costs 75 and it's almost never popping when we need it. I guess Angel of Spades is another one that might need a little bit more tweaking than I was expecting. Huh. Okay. We're out in the open. I can't run away. I have to get a kill here or I'm going to get killed by the judge. Okay, I think we might have actually killed everyone. I guess bandage that up and go ahead and finish the chicken. We'll be living organic. We're eating Whole Foods now. Sneak up. I need to find, I just realized, a melee weapon because we really are about to die. Never mind. I guess we got a shot on you. You got a final shot before you killed me, and now I'm going to get killed by a quasi shotgun. Okay, we're up and walking because pain. Pop first aid kit. Okay, that's fine. We need to take advantage of angles. Get over here. Okay, you can still see us now. That's fine. Oh, hello. Agony MAF. That's Torment. Agony is presumably a level up from that. Let's see. Bigger magazine. Painful crits. Oh, this one's a full-fledged submachine gun, though. Higher minimum, lower maximum. Interesting trade-off. Way lower scatter, better range accuracy, better crit damage, knockback, and knockback range in addition to the painful crits, so more knockback instead of backup. I'll be honest, I am tempted to keep this one on because I do like backup gun for our frontier getting crits, but I should probably grab that one. And you did actually have augments on you, though. Okay, before we actually take those guys apart, I do want to go see if I can find a melee weapon on hopefully one of these guys. Also, I guess we are full up now. Yay! Yeah, I think everyone had guns, sadly. Drink some juice to celebrate. More vodka. And a bishop. Ooh. Could do dual sniper rifles. That could be fun. Okay, let's see. Drop rusty metal. Drop... Oh, yeah, we have 2 stacks of rags. Definitely try and drag that back. I think we dismantled the rest. I'll be honest, guys. I'm literally over here for some cabbage, and then I will be leaving you alone. Not a single melee weapon over here, sadly, and I'm pretty sure I scrapped all the ones over where we were fighting earlier. So the first judge I have the capability to get, and I don't think there's any way for me to get it. And on top of that, you had a combat AR. You had all the good things. Yeah, Judge ABC. You had a knee joint. You had a knee joint that restores HP, but you lose 20 shock resist. Honestly, would have been fine to grab all that. Probably drop the battery and the gasoline. I'm gonna actually swap these two out, and I would like to get this frag round. Yeah, we're doing okay on armor plates. Drop that. Glass and the rags in exchange for a combat AR. I think I did leave a bone laying around over here somewhere, but I think we're fine to push. Honestly, I'm already having plenty of issues with the supply I have. I could call an early capsule, but I think I want to save it for the second floor chemtrail. And okay, it was garbage anyway. It's to make Enigma PTs, which in a really bad pinch, this would be nice because this thing has as much ammo as it has condition, but I think we're going to pass on that actually. All right, let's see what the second floor has for us. It has a capsule nearby, great start, and PCPU is probably as far away as it can be. Pros and cons to that. Free chicken never hurts. Ooh, someone camping the capsule. Or at least a room to the capsule. Not someone, something. Probably go down to single fire and destroy that bench. We still have the vodka, right? I think we're gonna need it. We're at 588. Oh, wait. Is this mission on Venus? I can't remember if I took this mission on Venus or not. Because we do need to summon Giomara. So this could be an opportunity for that. That's definitely a Venusian. The question is, does it have to be on Venus specifically, or can it be on any of the stations and moons orbiting Venus? I do not remember the criteria, nor do I remember what I did last time. There's 3 in here. I have no idea what they are. They're human. They're almost assuredly human. 1 more to go. Not to mention, there could be people over here that I haven't scouted properly. Go down to stealth for next round. Disassemble all that. Okay, you might have bled out over here, or you're just biding your time. I have no idea. Weapon locker? It sure is. Rex sawed off, feels bad. And Starlock MD6, not great. We are building up some gunpowder though, which is always good. Also, I didn't check. Armor plate and weapon parts. Okay, so pretty easy to keep that topped up. And ceramics, weapon parts, spring, short pipe. Very easy to fix the Agony MAF. That is always nice. A bunch of watermelons. Okay, this was very much worth coming over to get. In fact, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grab all the watermelons and we're just gonna stuff them all directly into the capsule. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure cabbage normally only goes to 5 capacity. It's up to 9. The watermelon didn't get boosted off of my perk. I wonder if it's because they have to be disassembled. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm gonna leave the can of food on there. Another situation where it's a little bit of a weird one. I don't think it's a waste. It's just odd. And I think no matter what we do, unless I like triple time it everywhere and don't run into any problems, I think we're dealing with a Baron. Or we've done this correctly and I'm gonna do the Giomara summon. Okay, well, I guess we figured out what happened down here. You don't like Pierce, you do like Blunt, so make sure we don't use that. Back off. Oh, we just got the, I think we just stunned this one because we got a kill. Reload in place. You're really tough, Jaguar Knight. Okay, you're just tougher than normal. You're fierce. Rawr. And we're up to 800. Good. Okay. I thought I heard movement. Oh, it's way down there. Okay. I couldn't see because my mic was in the way. And you're probably a Quasimorph. Get to cover. That is a problem. Okay, we're gonna go, let's see, 1, 2. Okay, this is fine. That's not fine. Reload. Go down to single. Actually, probably try and save some condition on this thing. Oh, and you have rapid fire or full auto. I do like that. Go up to walking and stick with, yeah, rapid fire. You have pretty decent blunt resist. In fact, it's your best. Okay. No more dicking around. Sniper training, yay. So that gives us, we still have the optical sight range, which again, I don't think matters because this thing doesn't have an optic, but we did get a little bit more accurate, so hooray. 868, by the way. Walk. Okay, I was about to say, oh, we don't even need to be going this way. We almost guaranteed have to go this way to get to the objective. And I think the game might just keep spawning Quasimorphs until this hits 100 or 1,000, the other 100. And then we deal with whatever situation arises from that, be that a Baron or Geomara. I'm going to risk it because fuck it, I'm feeling ballsy. Oh, you're really good against Blunt. Yeah, we can't risk that right now. I really need you to hit this, buddy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we can stand and fight. Good, because we kind of had to. And a top up on everything seems really good to me right now. Armor plate, use it for repairs. There we go. Wailing rags. Great. I think we're good, actually. Oh, and there was one tidbit that I did want to let you guys know about that I checked off camera. I think they actually just changed the start date because, you know, that theory I had a while ago where I was like, oh, maybe because I did a random start, I got, you know, some different rules for the corporations. I tried a standard start and a random start off camera, and they both started in September, and it looked like everyone was at Tech 1 except for Teztclan, who I think was part of the update. He starts at Tech level 2, and I think that's because he, in general, is a lot slower to tech up, so it's kind of like a catch-up mechanic. So I think what really just kind of screwed us is the fact that we had to do a bunch of traveling at the start of the game, where we wasted like 3 or 4 months just traveling. Yeah, that's a interesting little thing you might have to deal with if you do a random start, unless you're willing to just risk sticking around where you are. Yeah, early game, I do think you're better off just sticking to the inner ring just because there's more consistency and chances to just bounce around in case things go wrong. But we definitely want to get out to the new planet at some point. 898. Okay, I'm guessing the majority of humans have been exterminated from the look of things. I don't want a hot dog, thank you. 7140, I could probably sneak a repair in on you. No, I can't. Oh, you don't need armor plates. Got it. Ooh, weapon rack, though. Garbage. And maxed out on powder. Hooray. All right, we are 100 away from having to deal with a Baron. And PCPU, hooray. Drop the rubber for that. Go ahead and call for the evac. How dumb are we feeling? Because I can either book it straight for the elevator. I might be able to make it if nothing else gets in the way and I don't have to kill anything and no one else dies on the level, because that's actually a relatively short walk. We just had to fight the whole time. However, if this is gonna trigger Geomara, we're just kind of wasting this mission. There's not really a great room to fight in either. Okay, before we do that, let's start walking back. We'll see if the trigger spikes anyway. Not that I'm seeing. Okay, so yeah, I think everything finally died. Yeah, let's go check these guys before we bounce. Oh, look at all that. Oh, a bunch of people just in a room. Love it. Oh, nope, don't click over there, you dingus. Ooh, buffalo. Mechanism. Drop that. Ooh, a Molotov. Molotov, actually, before we do that, reload the 9mm. Move the... Drop the acid. Move that there. That stacks nicely. Grab that. More whiskey. Probably drop the glass for that. Ooh, another gunbane. Do I just get stupid? You know what? We're gonna get stupid greedy. Precise shot maxed out. Yay. As well as pocket artillery. Huzzah. Ooh, lab clothes. Okay, we... Oh, and legend boots. Oh, exact same condition, too. Interesting. Probably drop rusty metal for that. And go ahead and disassemble watermelon. Eat up. There we go. Ooh, data miner. And antibiotic. The one time I brought, well, I say the one time I brought sorbent. We've been running a lot of sorbent lately. Kind of the one time I don't want antibiotic, I guess you could say. Might as well use this thing real quick. All right, good dead end there. Glad we didn't try to run that way. And, okay, I think we actually explored most of the level. Pretty much nothing else here. Okay, well, that worked out. This might be a dumb call because now that I think about it, I don't know if I've actually fought the Venusian Baron if we're about to do that. They like poison on their spiders. I don't know if their Duke, or not their Duke, their Baron, rather, has one. Which is weird because I'm pretty sure a Duke ranks above a Baron in medieval society. But we fought a Duke and it was fairly basic. Unless the Duke and the Baron are the same thing and I just, you know, got him for an elimination mission. Eh, screw it. I'm not really here to talk about that kind of nonsense. Grab that and probably regret it here shortly. All right, 950. All right, we either need to pick a battleground or we just need to find a place to vibe for like 15 turns. Also grab the free water. Dead end. Dead ends are bad. Dead ends are always bad in this game. I need room to run around, and diagonals do not help me. The problem is this is a very narrow building. Plan, we can't run to the elevator. We're just gonna chill in here for a few turns and see what happens, because I think I might, either we're gonna kill him or he's gonna kill us. You know what? Actually, just sit in this doorway. I'm sure that'll be fine. We're gonna grind sneaky shot for a bit. It is draining the food. Okay, one more. Teotihuacan. I think I fucked up, guys. I was so ready to seize Geomara. I think it has to be around Venus. I'm pretty sure I'm on Havoc. Well, you know what? Now you guys know. And now you get to see the consequence of not knowing things. Let's just go ahead and eat up. Because I'm probably gonna need some healing here shortly, if I live long enough for that. Follow up. Okay, I don't see you on here. I'm pretty sure the Baron will spawn wherever it feels like and just walk to you. Get up to sprint. Teotihuacan. Master of the Emerald Forests, leader of the Knights of the Jaguar, Spider, Python, and others. According to Ancom's data, this Quasimorph is the overseer of the accuracy and rituals accompanying the extraction of Gavok. He is basically immune to poison. He has very good blunt defense, pretty good cut resist. He is extremely weak to shock and pierce. Okay against explosions. Beam resist is decent. Good against entropy. Okay, and good against plasma. Well, it's pretty damn lucky that we brought a sniper rifle, isn't it? I don't see anything saying he's got poison attacks. He has 370 health, so he's definitely outranking the Dukes. How dare you lie about feudal society, you bastard. The door is closed. A little bit of bad news there. So I think we'll go over here. I might be able to clip him here. No? Okay. That's fine. Go down to walking. Open. Wait. What the fuck did you just do to me? I think I'm dead, because he apparently has some kind of a ranged attack. Screw you, you dick. Don't press anything yet. Do not celebrate. We're not out of the woods. Use a first aid right away. Hit H to make sure we... Oh, wait. Okay, so I probably should have actually healed out with a bandage and then first aided. But it looks like we're fine. Oh, what the hell? Consume all bloodstains within 10 tiles of the player and deals 5 damage to each enemy per bloodstain. And then the player takes 3 to 5 bleeding wounds. Ooh, that sounds fun. I guess we'll drop some rags for that. Reload. Get the absolute fuck out of Dodge. Okay, Frontier OP, and you absolutely need to go to Venus to do that mission. Yep, we are not on Venus. Hey, Dilthy, good news. I killed a Baron. You know what? You did give me some Dilthy batteries, so it's worth it for that. We can get this ammo off of basic chips. Okay, devs, if you're listening, really take this thing and either demote it to basic or just get rid of it. This is a waste of a common item chip. It really is. I mean, I guess it's good to have a backup because I do need some for upgrades anyway, but I am nowhere near that, you bastards. Love you. Combat AR is good. Garbage ass helmet and Nalozone. Hooray. And the church hates me, which I don't care about. Yep, we're on Havoc. So I'm pretty sure... Can I double check that? No, because you're not a faction yet. And I absolutely just clicked through the Geomara message because I read it fairly recently. I'm pretty sure we just need to do a mission on Venus and get the Quasimorph. The good news is I can bring someone who's prepared for that in case I'm completely wrong. So hooray. Also, RealWare up at the top. It is so weird seeing Tianmin in the middle with the trash. Although in better news, we have our second floor scanner. Go for that right away. We need employee ID cards. Oh, I didn't realize we were this close to it. I could get rid of some enemies per mission. Hooray. Counterpoint. Screw that, because we are literally 2 steps away from taking over a minor corporation. We just need, is that Darknet units? The yellow ones, whatever they're called. And I need employee ID cards. Filthy, do you have a friendly station nearby? Yes, but you're being attacked by Forward MG, and it's a 5,000 mission either way. What I could do, this is really dumb, but I kind of want to show it off anyway. What I could do is intentionally throw this mission one way or the other. Just send in a naked clone with 0 equipment to just die. And it's something I did want to show off on Quest. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of science here. We're going to wrap up by dying. Genzi Yukio, you're the biggest badass who ever badassed. You're so cool, you don't even need equipment. You're gonna go repel this Ancom attack against Corward MG, our best friends. And you're gonna go in there because you're a Cobra BAMF. So we're gonna defend Corward MG against Ancom, who's trying to conquest them. The operator equipment hasn't been selected. He's so good he doesn't need equipment. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're gonna take a defensive position, Jane. It's gonna be great. Floor scan, and it's the map that is intentionally dark. This is not a bug, I have been told by one of the devs. All right, we're gonna sneak around. Oh, I guess what I should do. Okay, this trash can's empty. We should be trying to find ground loot. Sprint up. Hold on, we got these guys. Okay, go down the walking.
We're just trying to survive.
Big Bear, he's iron tough. Big Bear, he don't give no guff. Yeah, shoot your own guys. Yeah, throw a grenade at me. You're gonna get lured in. Oh no, we died. That 1000% works. Okay, so I'm not gonna continually do this. It seems a little bit cheesy to me, but the best thing that you can do for your corporations, as soon as you proxy someone, get them on expansion, go to the stations they're conquering, work for the defense aspect of that mission, and then intentionally lose, and you're just gonna get free stations. If I was gonna rebalance this, what I would say should happen if you lose a mission, and maybe it is just doing this in the background and this is pure coincidence, I would need to honestly do this a few more times to test it, but what I would say should happen if you fail on a mission, it doesn't automatically lose it for whoever you helped. Instead, I think it should just proceed to the dice roll phase, like how it does it for, get out of here, son. Just kind of like how it does it on the overworld when you just don't interact with a mission, so that, you know, one or the other corporation can win. But I think because we were helping them out and we lost and ANCOM won. And I'm pretty sure we don't lose any relations with ANCOM. No, they don't care because we didn't stop them from doing the mission. And Coreward, they're not pissed because we just lost. We weren't trying to actively sabotage them, even though I 100% did. So yeah, I would say that might be a good way to rebalance that. Again, that could be coincidence that I got that dice roll, like I was just saying, but I'm pretty sure if you just lose, then the other team automatically wins. But that's where we'll call it apart for there, ladies and gentlemen. After an unexpected Baron, which was kind of expected, but not totally planned for, and showing off a little bit of cheddar for taking over the solar system, I think next time I might try and do some stuff around Venus, because yeah, now that we're over here and we do have a lot of opportunities over here because there's not a whole lot going on, so we can pop a bunch of monitors. Yeah, we might want to go ahead and try and get Geomara on track. I think we need to get RealWare up to 75 for that mission, because this is the storyline that we were actually on at the end of season 1 before we updated to the new update and went on to do season 2. So we might actually be pretty close to hopping right back into that, which would be nice. And of course, now that we are actually within striking range of the Proxy Corp, all we need is 2 employee ID cards, 1 more Quasimorph sensor if I don't upgrade. I'm going to forget and upgrade this, and then you guys can laugh and make fun of me. And then we'll need 1 more Darknet unit, and then we need to figure out exactly who we want to work for us. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.